day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze.
I'm above average. Victory, all on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like a little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over my head.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
First carry for Doug Martin, the two-time Pro Bowler in Tampa. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Get set. 180.
From the gun, it's Carr. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First down, Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
Carr going to throw. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry now. This is Johnson. They had no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory. And they got 4 yards to pick up the first. A first down throw for Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. You think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on 4th down.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now, we're waiting.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Joe Schobert in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 1st down, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. We'll remind you once again, coming up at halftime, we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He's got stats and scores from around the NFL as we wrap up the 1st month of the season.
No longer is he a rookie, the coach, a true veteran now.
A crafty veteran. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And now it's 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So fourth down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here they're in a reasonable spot to go for.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
Detroit!
Now Mayfield on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jordy Nelson now trotting back out there on offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Carr throwing on second down. And complete right side to Cook. Still going. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now a signal and a timeout called, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Carr. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So we come upon... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dumping it off for Johnson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield with it once more. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Carr going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Landry. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Johnson's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Mike Bennett. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he stays up. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. First-round pick back in 2012. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go now.
Mayfield looks to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
That's Njoku over the middle, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll give it to him up the middle. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
It's a quarterback sneak. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield taking it in. And the Browns add on to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. The screen does get them 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Doug Martin unable to fight for the first down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Throwing, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. The quick slant caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He gets this one to Dwayne Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Carr, and Roberts with it over the middle. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. Throwing on first down is Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start. Offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Carr to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. Ooh, what a juke. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no
Maybe
doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Somebody call for the queen.
But I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some raps in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. You got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly on. They calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on the. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop out of morning. I had me some rest by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rest keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Radios on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new radio alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop out of morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rest keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the Baltimore Ravens and their dynamic rookie quarterback Lamar Jackson as they get set to match up with the #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Here's Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Third and long for Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action now. Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Linebackers still often control defenses, and C.J. Mosley does exactly that for his. A Pro Bowler 3 of his first 4 years. Not only can he run and hit, he diagnoses plays so well, feels them out, and makes sure his team is organized and in the right spot on each and every snap.
And he will find the rookie from Memphis, Anthony Miller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode, all right?
It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, 99 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. First down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Third and short yardage. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Miller with first down and more. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll go with the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. To Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They come out here in the eye. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be a very competitive first half. 8-7, just a 1-point game at intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up. Points, turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first and 10, Mayfield. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Now let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Oh, yeah.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of... help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end,
Still
holding.
2nd down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And able to find John Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd down, Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Jackson will throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. He was looking for Crabtree that time. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They go play action now. Jackson looking left sideline, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Going deep here for Landry. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Over.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Face that mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where to waste that. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire fin you.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask, in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask, in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't wanna weep. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If you said they want, they don't want no steam for the had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling, fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flock. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block on the app.
Money and company, no, baby. I don't know the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He